What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you an attack strategy video. For this one, we're not talking about like anything new strategy or anything like that. We're talking about LaLo, imagine that. But specifically, we're going to focus on, well, in the haste and heal spells. In the past, I talked about loon pathing, when to go cold blood versus suicide royal, that kind of deal. So with this one, I'm going to talk specifically about haste placement and why you drop them in certain spots to help your LaLo become that much more overpowering, as well as when you want to bring and then utilize a heal. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Here's the first base. We are doing a suicide royal, so no golem. In everything that we do, we need to focus at the CC and the queen, no matter what. That's always step one. Seeing how the sweepers are placed like this. This guy is a non-factor completely. And this guy's like this. Probably trying to protect against dragons. So the sweepers are non-factors. CC line comes out just like this. So basically, all the way around like that. If I can get a loon or something to aggro the line right there, I can know what's in the CC. And how I'm going to do that is just two loons right here. And then they'll traverse this way. I thought maybe there might be a Tesla pop here. If there was, I was ready to use a haste to have it zoom in. Or if it was also a Tesla pop here, I was just going to send another loon that would aggro to this cannon. I don't use a haste on this. I should have, but I got really close to not coming into the line. Either way, one loon barely got over there before the queen took it out. When I saw that, it just creeped over to the line and nothing came out whatsoever. I thought it was a hound. It ended up being all giants, and you'll see that shortly. So with that, looking at this, some other things, suicide royal. What I'm doing is this cannon comes out just like that, and the wizard, zoom down a little bit, the wizard will stand right about here, just outside of the aggro line of the of the queen and the cannon. So I'm going to weaken this one and have my royals go this way because the queen aggro line comes like that. That solves for the queen. My two royals going down this way. CC is nothing that's air targeting, so I can completely ignore it. So this is what will be left over with once I'm done with my suicide royals. Alright, so now let's look at the rest of the base. 4 hounds, I think it's something like 22 loons or something like that. How I'm going to do this is, do you start with the max hound or not? So here's how I kind of look at the max hound in your CC versus double stacking the first one. I was a pretty big advocate of always starting with the max hound. I've since started to adapt it to be the third hound or last hound placement. And the reason why I do that is double trapping of air defenses and the time that hound brings you. So with this one, there could be SAMs right here, right here, right here, and here. So when I send 2 hounds, one I automatically, level 2, automatically expect to bust. It'll take both, even if the air defense is double trapped, one hound will take both black SAMs, and it will pop. The second one will still be hovering over the hound, air defense, so I still got some time before it traverses over to the next one. And then the reason why I use the max hound as the third or last one is because if it's double trapped and I run out of that time and I still have 2 more air defenses to go after that, my max hound can not only take double trapped, if the second air defense is double trapped, my max hound can take that and then keep going. It gives me that extra time that's needed, and then that segues into the use of a heal spell to finish off a base. Let's look at hound placement. So I want one to fly across this way to see what's in here, and I want one to fly this way to see what's in here and here. This archer tower is covering this air defense. This air defense is covering this air defense. This set to air and ground a bow comes over just like this. So what does this tell me? As we clear up a little bit of this so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Again, like that. I apparently can't draw my lines. That's my first one. That's my second one. And then my loons, we'll use red. Two loons per defense. And like this. So I got 6, 7, 8, all predetermined right away. The reason why I know I can confidently send down these loons like this is what we were just talking about with the Hound tanking for those defenses. So let's talk about heal spell. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Let's talk about the heal spell. So when for this section, I have like I think 5 haste, not heal, sorry, haste spells. So this is a stopping point. Will the loons drop it fast? Yes, they will. But then there might be a Tesla pop here that's another stopping point. That is a stopping point. That is a stopping point. So in order to quickly, and if this air defense is double trapped, my 2 hounds will go away very quickly if they're double trapped and covered by an air defense. So what I want to do is I want to either zoom them in and out, which is what I could do by placing a heal spell kind of like that. Like this. But what that does is I don't have a heal spell here. I'm sorry, I keep saying heal. Haste. So if I overlap my haste, at least this is the idea, to have them hit this and then zoom out and then drop it here and then zoom over, I get more value because the first few feet, if you will, the first few distance of about like 5 tile space, that is what your double stacking of your first hound will give you. After that, if you need to bring it down quickly, that's where the haste comes to zoom them over to that air defense so that the goal is to bring this down and have the hounds come over here as your reinforcement loons from the top start to come in. So if I put a haste spell like this and a haste spell like this, I should be fine with the time. My 2 hounds will give me everything that's needed to get me all the way over here. And there's also this wizard tower that most likely will stay up, even though it's covering this air defense. So I actually want a haste spell right here so that they take out this wizard tower. And I'm okay with leaving the X-bow for the end because the X-bow is aggroing this air defense. I'm okay with letting a loon or 2 die if they peel off to the right. The majority of my loons will go this way. 2 loons here. I'm going to want a haste spell probably right in this section so that when they coming over here, remember this one's aggroed onto that air defense, so that when the loons get over here and they drop it really fast, then they're going to zoom to this one, and all the loons coming this way also get part of that haste. Then they're going to all zoom this way. Meanwhile, my hound will go will go this way if it's there, if it's still there. So I don't expect 2 hounds to last that long. So my 3rd reinforcement hound is going to come from the top angle like this. 3. Because I want to aggro and see what's over here. I have no idea. There might be Teslas around this location. And if there is, actually there might be Teslas around here. If there is, this is where my heal spell is going to go. It's predetermined around this area. And why my heal spell is going to go here is as my hounds go this way, these things are not covering any air defense. They're not anchored down or distracted at all. So whatever loons I have, as my tanks go to the right, my loons will keep going up. That's the reason why my next few loons are going to come down like this. 2 more, 2 more, maybe a straggler like that, just for keeping loons in different places. So as the hound comes by and they distract slightly, that 5 tile space that it gives me as the hound traverses over, I don't need haste in this spot to bring them into it. I need a heal spot to sustain them as the tankage leaves from them. So I will only need 1 haste here, and that's to basically account for all of this. And then they'll, whatever damage they took, they'll be healed back up and then continue with the rest of, the pack. My fourth hound is a max hound, and it was a mistake. It should have been dropped probably as the third, but that's okay. I held my last hound way too long. So my last hound, just because these are still going to be up, I want to send it from right here, my fourth one. That's the one mistake I'm going to make as far as bringing these things down. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 haste spells used. A heal brings me to 7 out of 9 spell count. I got a poison that brings me to 8. So I believe I have one more haste, and that's for this section right here. So the goal for the goal for the haste is you want to basically put them around defenses, not your air defense. You want to zoom them into, as you can see, the way that we're going to traverse is all like this, and these are the last things left up, which are not, this thing is air targeting, but it has so many loons up at the end, it doesn't matter. So let's clear this up, and let's just focus at the haste, as you guys see what the plan is. I want to zoom past defenses quickly so that I can get over to the air defense in an acceptable amount of time. Right as my hounds bust, the air defense goes down, and then everybody moves over to the next closest air defense to quickly get over there as they get reinforced by other loons. And as they traverse this way, I lose all my tankage up here. So haste is all around the defenses to help keep the squadron, if you will, of loons coming with them. And your heal spell is for whenever you're going to lose tankage, and like in this situation right here, to sustain your loons. And also with the use of one haste, they take damage, sure, but they quickly take down the defenses and then come through fully healthy. Right around here is another dicey spot right here as far as a lot of stopping points. So automatically, that's where another heal spot's going to be. Now, the one takeaway is, and then we'll show this in motion. I apparently can't click. Tesla farms and wizard farms are automatic haste and or heal spots. If you just remember that, if you see a Tesla farm pop up and you're not expecting it, that's an automatic heal and or haste spot. You have to reinforce it with maybe 3 or 4 at the most loons, depending on how many Teslas and Wizard Tower farms are there, and you'll be fine. You'll get all of them out, and not only will they take down the damage quickly, but they'll be healed back up and continue to keep going, getting the maximum value. The other trick you can use is the heal spell for the end. Pretend I don't, as we watch this replay, because it's only Town Hall 8 towers, and these air defenses are not exactly the strongest. I don't mean to say this is hard, and I got level 1 bows. Again, we're focusing on heal and haste spells. But if I didn't have my 4th hound, and I didn't use my heal up here, the other thing you can do is use your heal spell to basically finish off the base. Even if there's an air defense there, you can use it to finish off the base. Meaning, like the heal would be, very rough idea, would be down in this section right here. That's where my heal, maybe a little bit higher, more like this. If I didn't have a 4th hound, because all my hounds break right about this section, and I still have these structures to worry about. That will be a threat to my loons with stopping points because they're slow. So you basically, all the wounded loons come into a heal, become all brand new again, and they overwhelm the last air defense and bring it down. Those are the 2 tricks of what you can do. Hopefully these talking points helped your heal and haste placement. Let's look at this in motion and watch how it doesn't actually go according to plan, but how I adjust on the fly by where I decide to place my haste and heal spells, haste spells and heal spell, as well as reinforcing some loons that get tricked, they get surprised. I get surprised by Tesla farms I didn't think would be there. But hopefully you enjoy the raid. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double, and I will check you next time.